Now, three Portsmouth ladies are embarking on a unique challenge. They've been chosen to represent peanut butter brand Whole Earth in a running relay challenge versus horses. Our reporter Shan Robins has more.
Man versus Horse is a cross-country run in Wales over 21 miles. It began in 1980 after a chat over a pint as to who was faster, man or horse. Sarah, Helen and Lauren saw the nationwide search of peanut butter fans up for a challenge.
I got into running last year and work much better with a set goal in mind. And last year I'd managed to go from completing Couch to 5k to taking part in the Great South Run, which was 10 miles around Portsmouth.
I think it's amazing what people can do if they set their minds on something. So, these three regular women have decided they're going to challenge themselves. They're going to run 7 miles over very tough terrain against horses, which can be quite intimidating. And I think, it's very inspiring. They can inspire their friends to maybe step out of their comfort zone and try something new.
I'm really chuffed. I feel proud that I've already conquered some barriers to get to this point. I'm really excited for what's next, and what part of the reason I did this is because I want other people to know that anybody can exercise and anybody can make that decision to just start walking a bit more or start running a bit more. And I was a size 18 and now I'm here doing this.
Sarah in particular was a key part of helping me train towards Couch to 5k. She was a real inspiration for me, having done it herself the year before. And I was like, okay, Sarah couldn't run the length of her road when she started training, and then she managed to complete the Great South Run by the end of the year. So I'm going to do the same thing next year, which is what I did. Yeah, it was just kind of a case of she can do it, I can do it. And Helen's one of these lucky people that has quite a lot of stamina naturally. So she's really great at being patient with us and encouraging us and helping us to keep motivated, coming on runs with us as well. So it's kind of a fun process that we can all go to together. None of us have vast amounts of running experience or anything. It's just kind of training towards goals and hoping to achieve them.
Sarah has only in recent years recovered from an illness that left her restricted to the home.
When I was a teenager, I was really ill. I was housebound for a few years. When I got better, I just never really thought that exercise was something I would do or could do. And then I had a really bad bout of shingles in 2014. And then when it cleared, I really just felt like I needed to make a change and start getting fit and healthy. So I did a Couch to 5k in 2014 and then the Great South that autumn. After the Great South, I kind of didn't want to just keep running in a straight line, so a marathon didn't appeal. I did a sprint triathlon and then got a little bit poorly again. The shingles came back, and then I was really struggling to get back from the shingles. I didn't know how to get back to the fitness I was at, and I was getting really frustrated because I was going out and doing runs and thinking I wasn't as good as I had been before. And then I saw the Whole Earth competition and I was like, oh, personal trainer, nutritionist, a different challenge. I've never done trail running before. I've never run off-road. This could be my thing to kind of pick myself back up and have another go at it.
The friends thought the challenge would be fun, but never thought their application would be accepted. Helen is on maternity leave and wanted to be part of the challenge to get fit again after having a little boy about 6 months ago.
The three of us know each other from our church that we would go to. We're all in the band and sing in our church, and so we've been friends for probably about 4 or 5 years now. Know each other really well, hang out quite a lot, and have been running together before, the three of us. Not very often, but are going to do it more now, which is really nice.
I love Helen and Lauren. They're two of my best friends, and if I'm going to tackle something that scares the daylights out of me, they're the two people to be doing it with. And I never would do this without like a personal trainer or someone who knows enough about it. I'm a bit of a scaredy cat, and when I started triathlon I was worried that everyone would laugh at me for not knowing what I was doing. So I think trail running is something I find really intimidating.
I think it's a great challenge for people. I really want to help encourage the Whole Earth team as well. I'm going to run with them. They're doing 7 miles each. There's 3 of them in the relay event. So I'm there to help support them and encourage them as well. And also give them some advice leading into the race as well. So things they can do between now and then.
60 horses and riders start the event competing with around 400 runners. The first human winner was in 2004, with Hugh Lobb getting in 2 minutes before the first horse.
I just want to get to the end and know that I have given it 150% and I didn't have anything left that I could have tried harder. I don't know about time.
Maybe not get trampled by a horse or hit by one, run over, but no, make it to the end, survive. I'd like to be able to run all the way and not have to walk and make it up the hills, and in a good time.
I'm not too worried about the horses at the moment. I think it'd be awesome to be able to say, hey, I actually beat a horse, but I think the challenge in itself with the areas that we're running is a huge challenge, even if there weren't any horses involved in it. I'd love to be able to do it and say I ran the whole thing and I kept going. I haven't really thought in terms of timings yet what I'd be looking at. Hopefully definitely under 12 minutes a mile would be good. When the last race that I did, I averaged 11.5 minutes a mile, so hopefully if I can get it below that, that would be even better. But just hoping to run the whole thing, complete the whole thing, and be able to be proud of myself and the other girls as well, obviously.
This is Shan Robins for That's Solent.